The moment your dog growls at your guest, most people do the same thing. They apologize, grab the dog, and say, "Sorry, he's never like this." But here's what nobody tells you. Your dog just did something extraordinary, and by silencing him, you may have just ignored the most important warning you'll ever receive. We've been taught that a growling dog is a bad dog, a dangerous dog, a dog that needs to be corrected, muzzled, or worse, rehomed. But behavioral scientists call the growl something completely different. They call it a dog's last honest signal before the relationship breaks. You're not dealing with aggression, you're dealing with intelligence. And you've been trained by TV shows, by trainers, by the pet industry itself, to shut it down every single time. Here's where it gets disturbing. Your dog has been studying your guests far longer than you have. While you're offering drinks and laughing at stories, your dog has already processed over 200 microsignals. Body odor changes triggered by adrenaline, microtremors in someone's hands, asymmetrical eye contact, and breathing patterns that deviate from baseline calm. Dogs can detect cortisol, the human stress hormone, through their nose at concentrations 100,000 times lower than what any lab instrument can measure. When your dog stiffens near a specific guest and lets out that low rolling growl, he isn't reacting to nothing. He is reacting to a biochemical signature that person is radiating. One that your brain, tragically, was never built to detect. Now here's where the escalation begins. Level 1, you silence the growl. You say no. You pull him away. Your dog learns that warning you comes with punishment. Level 2, the next time he senses danger, he hesitates. Last time I said something, it cost me. So he suppresses the growl, but the threat signal is still screaming inside him. Level 3, now you have 2 outcomes, and both are bad. Either he goes directly to a bite with no warning because you've removed his communication ladder, or he shuts down entirely. Tail tucked, avoidant. What trainers call learned helplessness. Cortisol levels in a suppressed dog spike by over 400% within just 3 seconds of being corrected for a threat response. That's chronic stress. That's years off his life. So why don't we know this? Why has no trainer, no vet, no pet influencer sat you down and explained the growl as a gift? Because the behavioral correction industry is worth $9.4 billion. Shock collars, bark suppressors, anti-anxiety medications, obedience programs, all of it depends on one core belief, that your dog's instincts are the problem. The moment you understand that your dog's instincts are the solution, half of that industry collapses. They don't need you informed. They need you alarmed. At your dog, not for him. Let's make this real. A woman in Portland noticed her Labrador growled every single time her boyfriend visited. She corrected the dog, trained the growl out of him. 18 months later, that boyfriend was arrested. Her dog had been trying to tell her something she couldn't see. A study from the University of Bristol found that dogs exposed to chronic suppression of warning behaviors showed elevated stress biomarkers equivalent to humans living in abusive households. The dog isn't misbehaving. The dog is suffering in silence because you taught him to. And here's the number that should stop you cold. Dogs who have their warning vocalizations repeatedly punished are 3 times more likely to bite without warning. You didn't make them safer, you made them a ticking clock. Think about that. You corrected your dog to protect your guests, and in doing so, you created the exact danger you were trying to prevent, while simultaneously cutting off the only early warning system in your home that actually works. This is insane, and it is happening in millions of homes right now. Here's what smart owners are doing instead. It's called the primal signal method, and it rewires how you respond to your dog's warning, without encouraging aggression and without silencing communication. It has 3 steps. Step 1. Acknowledge, don't react. When your dog growls, do not correct him. Do not praise him either. Simply say in a low, calm voice, "I hear you." Then observe. This tells your dog his signal was received. His nervous system begins to regulate, and the escalation window closes. Step 2. Read the room, not the dog. Shift your attention immediately to the guest. Watch for the signals your dog is already responding to. Are they avoiding eye contact with the dog? Are their movements stiff? Are they nervous in a way that doesn't match the situation? Your dog is a living lie detector. Start using him like one. Step 3. Create the exit valve. Give your dog a designated safe space in the room, a mat, a corner, a bed. Let him choose to move there if the tension doesn't resolve. This preserves his agency. A dog with agency doesn't escalate. A dog with agency communicates. That's it. 3 steps. No tools, no correction, no suppression. The people who already understand this don't see a growling dog as an embarrassment. They see him as a partner. They walk into every social situation with a co-pilot who has senses that no human technology can replicate. They've stopped apologizing for their dog's instincts and started listening to them. These aren't extreme dog people. They're just informed ones. And now so are you. But here's what I haven't told you yet. The growl is just one signal. There are 4 other behaviors your dog displays, things you've probably seen 100 times and completely misread, that are even more revealing than the growl. One of them happens every single morning, and it tells you something about your own emotional state.